Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, this is In the Paint, media group on our live stream on YouTube. This is In the Paint. And my name is Rodney Jones. I'm your host / moderator. And joining me is the man that created the show, Mr. Mark A. Cunningham. He's here live with us. How are we doing today, brother?
Hello out there. I'm fine. Thank you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. Another fun-filled episode of In the Paint. Got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, it's very interesting. As you know, I'm usually like the angriest man on the planet when it comes to speaking about sports. Stuff that cuts to my heart, my soul. I get pissed off about. So I see there's a few things that I'm going to actually lose my shit tonight. So with that being said, let's get into it, brother.
Yeah, and also those out there listening, thank you. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel In the Paint Media Group. And also, if you can, share on your pages, wherever you are on social media. And also, Mr. Jones, my great moderator, is the backbone of ITP.
There you go. You understand? Got to flex the muscles and whatnot. So... So with that being said, let's rock into the lane of the NFL. We got the first thing tonight, talking about the New York Jets and their particular situation with the firing of a certain defensive coordinator named Gregg Williams. And Mac, you took this very offensively because you were like, I have never seen this. You was on that level of like, whoa, you get rid of the defensive coordinator, but you don't get rid of the head coach. Now, from my understanding, I don't know what side to actually believe on this because one, it said that this was a move that management made, but then I'm hearing also that this is a move Gase made. Which is it? I mean, I have no idea, to be perfectly honest, because I'm hearing like two different sides of the stories.
Apparently, Adam Gase, after the loss against the Oakland Raiders, they should have won the game in the last seconds.
Mm-hmm. Which pissed me off.
Right.
Jesus.
Allegedly, he went the next day or Tuesday, and he fired the defensive coordinator, Gregg Williams, who called a zero coverage, which is all out blitz and man-on-man coverage, no safeties.
Ridiculous.
Over the top.
Yeah.
No ridiculous. Safeties guarding the back, the end line. No safeties covering the middle of the field. No linebackers dropping back, helping out in midfield coverage. Just one-on-one, mano-a-mano. And the cornerback got beat. Game over.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And it's alleged that Adam Gase said he went and spoke with management, and it was his decision to get the ball rolling and to get Gregg Williams fired. So he basically had Gregg Williams fired.
That's like the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Well, not ever, but that's like one of the top 5, top 10 dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. This is one topic that's going to really piss me off because one, I don't know if you guys have been watching on the regular, and me and Mac, we have this bet going on. I say that the Jets are so bad, they'll even bungle a perfect losing season. You understand? That's how bad they are. They're going to blow their chance at possibly being number one as far as getting the number one overall. Let me bring my brother Jay into the fray here.
Sir.
Good evening, Jay. How you doing tonight, buddy?
What's going on, brothers?
Hey, man, not much. Just talking about this New York Jets debacle this past weekend. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Mac and I got this bet. And I said that they're gonna win at least one game this year. So we got 4 more games, I believe. Otherwise, if I lose, I have to wear like the apparel, some type of apparel from the Kansas City Chiefs, who I hate. You already know. So I'm gonna hate and they blew my chance. They blew it for me.
Right. And you gotta pick whatever team I hate, and there's a few. I hate anything Boston.
I'm going. That's what I'm rocking with. You already know.
You're going New England.
Yeah. He's gonna be wearing that. If he loses, he's gonna be wearing that. That's for sure.
I hate Duke.
You don't have to worry about that.
And I hate the Dallas Cowboys.
Just focus. That could be a good one too. I'm not gonna lie. The Duke thing I might let you escape with, but the whole Massachusetts and the I can see that. And Dallas thing. I can see that too.
And uniform.
Yeah.
And to sweeten the bet, I have to. I gotta go to Boston again. Sometime at the end of the month.
Oh. So you gotta wait. You should have told me that. You should not have.
I'm just keeping it real though.
And I respect that, but at the same time, you should have told me that, because now what's going to happen is when you do go to, let's say if you happen to lose this bet and you go to Boston, I want to see like photograph evidence
of me in South Station, which is the hub. Mm-hmm. When you travel from New York to Boston by bus or train, that's the hub. I got to take a picture of me and some.
There it is. Yeah, I'm
gonna be sick that day.
Yeah, you really are. And I'm going to, I tell you now, when I get that picture, I'm going to post it everywhere.
Wait, so I just want to make sure I understand. So the bet is, you think they're going to lose one game?
No, I think they're going to
win one game.
One game.
I mean,
they're going to win one.
Game, and Mac, you think that they're losing all the games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Jets are so bad. They're so bad. They're going to blow this opportunity. They had it right in the hand. They had it. Oh, my God.
They did.
Yeah. I'm so pissed off. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. You know, because during the game, it's a little bit of dialogue. We was in this chat and whatnot. My brother Hannibal / Dom from now California, he was in on it. He was like, and Dom is usually correct on some of his predictions. I'm like, he's normally, he's got a high percentage. So I was like, yeah, you rooting for Jets? Okay, this is gonna be the game. And
but there was 2 games that they could have had it.
They could have, but
this one was really bad.
But this particular one was bad because and I knew something was up, because from what I understand, they were playing well. In the first half, they were playing very well. And I see you. Peace, Ronan. I see you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. But it was horrible.
Yeah.
I almost broke my damn TV. Or should I say the monitor at work? Almost destroyed it because it was disgusting.
At least it was at work though. You could have won something.
I was at work.
There was a gust of wind that came through and blew it down. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they were disgusting, dude.
No, that's what happens when your DC, your defensive coordinator, is trying to show he got nuts, and really he got little, baby nuts, and you don't put your team in that particular situation at that time during the game. I've spoken to other people who, like I spoke to Ronan earlier today.
Oh, okay.
And Ronan was like, 0 coverage, man on man, no help.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Stupid.
Listen, let me bring my other brother, David. How you doing, Dave? Everything good tonight?
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Talking
about David.
Yo,
watch your back.
People, yo.
What's up, David?
What's up, man? Like I don't know what's going on.
Wait. You know why?
Oh, God.
Seems like the setup on.
Glad to have you on, brother.
Trying to set you up.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like that. Well.
But like I said, let me get back to this jet debacle real quick. I think we're gonna see how much. I threw something out there that sounds kind of crazy, and that's the fact that I think Adam Gase has more power than we think, because
he got something.
Because I really think that they did that purposely. That's just inexcusable. You very, very rarely hear about a blown defensive call like that, where the guy's just like wide open for the touchdown and the win. I think that was set up. The thing is, we're gonna find out soon enough, because at the end of the year, in the off season, if Adam Gase does not get fired, he's got power. I'm telling you, he's got power in that organization. There's absolutely no question about that, because he is the worst.
Yeah, if he doesn't
get fired, the worst right now.
The world.
Yeah,
definitely end of the world. The Illuminati.
Probably, dude. Probably. I wouldn't even doubt it.
He will be the first coach I think we've seen in the NFL lose every game and then have a job the next year.
Exactly. That makes no sense. You know what's funny? I was talking to my boy. I haven't talked to him in like months. This guy named Roger used to work with me at Radio City Music Hall, and he was saying, he said, "Did anybody ever think about the following?" And this is he said, "Why would you hire a guy that came off a losing season with a team in your division?"
Well, we said that on the show.
Okay, okay, my bad. I'm getting dementia now. That's what it is. I'm sorry.
But no, you're right though.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you stupid.
I forgot, man. Getting up there in age, look at the beard and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, and that's not true. I'm not wearing any Patrick Mahomes jersey. I'd rather burn that stuff. I'll get a hat. That's what I'll wear. I'll wear a hat. Oh God.
Just wear a wristband. Wear a wristband, bro.
But can I just say, I didn't watch the game, but I saw the replays, and it was back-to-back plays. It was the same defense. Yeah. And that's what leads me to believe that something is fishy. Mm-hmm. I mean, you one time and you say, "Oh man, we got to definitely, we got to change something up." They go back to the same thing, and defensively, you do the same thing. How do you not? They have to score a touchdown. Mm-hmm. It's not about getting into field goal range. That's not going to help you. You got to score a touchdown. They blitzed and left the cornerbacks on their own, naked, and 2 straight plays. I mean, they don't pay me, but I know we got to do something different here. Exactly. So I don't know what's going on in Jets land. There's something fishy, but I agree with you. If Adam Gase still has a job, then he definitely has more power, or it's some 2020 stuff. I don't know, because this is. I mean, but that's that thing. That's that thing we've talked about before. Some people fail up, and they get multiple chances. And some kind of privilege. Yeah, something is up. I don't know. Like I said, the Illuminati or whatever. I don't know, but something is definitely up. It's
definitely something. That goes without saying. I stick by that. What I said, that this guy, if he doesn't get fired, there's something going on. Something fishy going on in that front office. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So don't think I'm that crazy to say something like that. You know what I mean?
You're not crazy. I mean, because this is not new.
No.
This is not new. Something is always fishy in Jets land.
Right. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yo, listen, man. That's why I'm glad I'm not a Jet fan. I feel sorry for these guys.
Yeah, I'm a Jets fan. Don't feel sorry for me. Don't feel sorry for me.
It's like the equivalent of being a Knicks fan, and I even throw the Mets in that whole equation as well, because they all use the same operations manual. You understand? They're ridiculous with it. They're ridiculous. All 3 of those teams are pathetic.
Well, sometimes I like to suffer because it makes me feel alive.
Well, you must feel like you're really alive because you're suffering. Like I said, you must feel really alive. Man.
Oh yeah.
There's no way you
can be feeling of pain.
Yeah,
a lot of pain and suffering.
There's no way he could be tired.
What was that song? I cut myself to see if I can still feel.
There you go. There's you and a lot of Jet fans like that. I tell you, man, I just can't deal with this guy. Why is he still here? But like I said, we'll see. We'll see soon enough. We'll see soon.
Okay. I saw Max's eyes move. I thought he was frozen for a second.
Oh shit! Wow, there he goes.
See?
actually, he's been pretty good. He's been pretty good.
Last 3-4 episodes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about 3 or 4.
No,
but,
stop.
Yeah. Last couple.
Yeah. 2 max. That's about it. Okay.
You got that new internet package.
Exactly.
I know Spectrum keeps coming around to the door saying, "Sign you up." You get a friends and family deal or something.
Exactly. He's hooked up now.
In a minute, it's going to be called Murder Stream. couple people. Jay, I'll save you because you haven't come at me like that. But those two,
because it's so easy. I mean, my God, we got to make a comment on it.
And he continues on.
Of course. All right. Well, let me say this about the Jets. Okay.
Their hierarchy is strange. They did this before with Itzik and Ryan, where Ryan didn't report to Itzik, and they both had back channels to the owner.
Right.
They did this with McCagnon and what's his name? What's the brother's name? Bowles. They did that with them too. And they're doing it with Gase now and the present GM.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work.
No.
That's why I said it's not new.
No. You haven't had a good team in like 10 years since Ryan left.
Yeah.
Or was fired. And you're the laughing stock of the NFL.
Right.
When I saw that I said, who does that?
Yeah.
How do you fire the DC and your record is 0-12? And your record as a Jet coach is 7-28.
Horrible. Disgusting.
I think I could do that.
I'm sure.
Get them to 7-28.
We could exactly. We could do that.
Exactly. We could be sleeping. They could be able to sit in the bed. And
right. There. And you definitely wouldn't call a zero coverage and an all-out blitz with 5 seconds left.
Absolutely.
That was stupid.
Yeah,
that was so stupid.
Let me say this about Gregg Williams. I know in the group, or in the paint group, a lot of guys. Yes, Gregg Williams has been a despicable person, but he is a good defensive coordinator. He's historically been a good defensive coordinator.
Give him that.
I think he wanted to jump ship so he could try to get him a job before, before Adam Gase gets fired and disassociate himself from a burning, flaming ship.
Okay. Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's stay in the NFL lane for a few minutes. Let's move on to the next topic. The Philadelphia Eagles, they benched Carson Wentz, who I think is a bum now, for rookie Jalen Hurts. Yo, man, I'm gonna have to go to the notes on this one, guys. I'm gonna have to go to the notes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm going right to the notes on this one. Oh my goodness gracious! Here we go. So let's read off some facts, shall we? Okay, here we go.
Sir.
So he has been one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. Second to last completion percentage. Third to last in yards per attempt. Third to last in quarterback rating. And been sacked a league high 50 times.
Damn.
Yo, that's disgusting. It's a lot of factors in this. You know what I'm saying? That being, besides Carson being one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, the coach, Doug Peterson, he is trying to save his job. That's just what it is. He's trying to save his job with this movie. This is reeking of desperation right now, because after coaching the team to their first and only Super Bowl a few years ago, their record has been 21 and 22-1. Okay, since
say that again, brother.
21, 22 and 1. Yes, that's for the tie.
Mediocre city, huh?
Pretty much. And Doug Peterson is to blame for this, because there's no stability on that offensive coaching side whatsoever. There's none. He's made too many moves, too many changes.
Right.
That takes away from the stability factor altogether. You understand? And now here's a stat. I know I'm in your lane, Mac. Here's a stat that I found very, very alarming. It's like, what the hell are you thinking? They have the fourth worst passer offense in the NFL. Second in yards per carry running the ball, but throw the ball more than 64% of the time. Now think about that.
Right.
So you're going away from what works.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You're going away from what works to going to something that doesn't work, which you're not successful. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. So if you combine those factors, and I'm sure there's more that I'm not even going to mention or missing out. That's why you have this team in the position that they're in, and it's not good. It's not good.
It sounds like somebody in Philadelphia got a hold of the Jets playbook.
Exactly.
Well, I have some more offensive stats if I could read them all.
Please. I was in your lane for a second.
They are 26th in points scored. They are passing wise, they are 28th in yards passing.
Ugh. Horrible.
Rushing, they're mediocre. They're 14th in rushing, and they've had some injuries, but still, they should be better than they are.
They should be. You understand? But again, I go back to the coaching. You understand what I'm saying? He's just like you said, Mac, mediocre. Something about and thank you for Ronan Black. I was about to bring this guy up. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Yeah, Howie wrote. What's his name? Rosen. Is it Rosen or Roseman?
Rosen.
Okay, Howie Rosen. He's being desperate too, because now that he sees the issue with Carson not being the same and whatnot, now he's under pressure, because this is a guy. Rosen has been a guy that most of his draft picks / free agent acquisitions have not panned out for this franchise. You understand? So now that you're going to Hurts, this is it. You understand? You this is where this is basically where you're gonna make your stand, so to speak. The thing is, the dude, he's gotta come in and play good. That's just what it is. He's gotta play good, because if not, it's bye to this dude. You understand? So if Jalen actually plays well in these last 4 games, he has something he could defend himself and say, okay, look, I got somebody in place that potentially could get us out this malaise, so to speak, and be productive and whatnot. And they need to come up with a new offense as well. I think there's a thing called a zone run offense, if I'm not mistaken. The zone run offense, and that might suit Jalen Hurts more than Carson Wentz. You know,
So, they gave Carson Wentz a boatload of money recently.
Like what? A year ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah, $100 million.
Yeah,
over $100 million. So are they going to eat?
$100 million doesn't get you what it used to get you.
No, but David, if they move on from Carson Wentz, they got to eat that.
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing: if they weren't encouraged by Carson Wentz after what he's done, previously, why would you give him a boatload of money and then draft a quarterback in the first round? Who's Jalen Hurts, who had a great college career. Why would you do that?
Wait, was he in the first round or second round? I think it was second round. I think he was like the overall number 53 pick, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, then he was drafted in the second round.
Right.
Still a high pick.
Oh, no question.
Why would you do that then?
Right.
If you're so enamored with Carson Wentz.
No, I agree. Why? I agree. I can't answer that, but it sounds ridiculous.
It does sound ridiculous, but you know what? Let me throw in an X factor. What was that guy's name that they got rid of? Nick Foles. Remember, Nick Foles kind of carried this team a little bit more so than Carson Wentz.
Right.
You understand? And I'm just throwing shit at the wall, see if it sticks on this one right here. Maybe the GM saw that, you know what I'm saying, and said, this guy is like a backup, and he's playing better than Carson Wentz. Plus, Carson Wentz hasn't been the most
durable.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Even that hasn't been the most durable QB either. So you combine those two factors, and maybe that's why he went and got Jalen.
Right. When Carson Wentz starts, he's been in the league. This is his 5th year. He's only played 2 full seasons.
There you go.
The other years he's missed 4 games or 5 games.
There you go.
his overall one-loss record is 35-32 and 1.
Right. See what I'm saying?
Mediocre.
Mediocre, injury prone. You can't really blame Rosen, but he's on the bubble for this one. You know, so this kid has got to play.
Yeah.
You understand? Otherwise, it's bye-bye. You're going to the unemployment line, pal. Good luck. You know? So that's just what it is. Damn. Well, like I said, Philly. I'm not a Philly fan, so I could kill myself.
Where's Coach at? Where's Coach?
Yeah, I was hoping to have Coach on the line. I was trying to, get him on here and say, defend your team, brother. but he's not here, so he can't have that angle, so to speak. You know what I mean? Unfortunately.
So what do you think is the future for Philly? Do you keep the GM? Do you keep the coach?
It all depends.
Is Carson Wentz going to come back next year, or do you try to trade him, or cut him? And is Jalen Hurts the guy? We'll see in the coming games. Is Jalen Hurts the guy, and is he a franchise guy?
That's a good question. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All good questions and whatnot. Nah. Wait, he did play a little bit, didn't
he? Yeah. He might have came in for a couple of series.
Yeah, he did play.
Oh, so nothing to write home about that.
Nah. But again, those are all good questions, and it ties back to it's the wait and see game. You understand? It's wait and see. It's week by week. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get all those answers by the end of the season. As far as trading Wentz, I don't know. I mean, they might do that. But what can you expect to get in return? Because he's on the books. Yeah, he's on the books for like 100-something million. Yeah. You understand? So what are you going to get in return for this guy? So I don't know. I know it's a very, precarious position for this team, to be honest. So we'll see how it winds up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Sure. Do you want to move on to some other stuff as well?
Hey, if anybody else has anything else enlightening to say about the great Carson Wentz,
please, not that great.
Leave that.
I'll just go ahead, Jay.
Mm-hmm. No, it was just funny how he said the great Carson Wentz.
But I gotta say this. I've never been impressed with that dude, even with them winning. So I never thought he was that guy from jump. You understand? And well, we're pretty much seeing that. Unless he can do a 180 like overnight, because he seems like he's not even playing with any confidence. It's all gone.
Right.
Our brother Ronan Black says Philly will fire Peterson before they fire Roseman. If they cut Wentz, it will be a June 1st cut. Right. Now, how that affects the salary cap, the hit, so to speak, I'm not too well versed on that whatsoever. But I see what you're saying, bro. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we'll see what happens with this particular situation. Let's move on to one of our local teams. The other, we talked about one already. Jesus. Move on to the other one. Go across the locker room. Talk about the New York Giants. They win again. How many games have they won in a row? 3, 4?
4 games.
Okay, whoopee. I could care less, to be honestly. I'm just like, and then now tied for first place in the NFC East. Yeah, again, I just don't see how people could be excited over a 5-7 team being in first place. I just don't get it. I don't. But again,
it's not the record; it's the first place that they're excited about.
Yeah, I know, and I said it's the flood streams of a sperm all over social media. Screens.
Lord, I heard. What's that old Prince song? I heard the screams of passion.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying. No, it's.
Oh, they won. They won. Yo, they won.
Yeah, that's what
I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just gonna say I agree with Mac on that. I mean, I got like some Giants fans, and they were like passionate and excited, and I was like, man, I'm glad that they won, and in that division, if you can string together a few wins, you can take to the conference, the division. I mean, but it's like the best of the worst.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I'm just like not impressed with this team. I'm just not. And because let me tell you something. If the NFC East was really like the NFC East that we know, this season would have been damn near over. It would have been on life support. Right. It'd have been on life support.
Yeah. Well, you know how bad it is. Okay, this is 12 games in, and Dallas lost last night. So what do they have? 3 wins, and they just got eliminated.
See that?
Right.
So that tells you all you need to know. You could have 3 wins after 12 weeks.
You know what? They're still alive if Washington and the Giants lose the rest of the next 3 games and Dallas wins their next 3 games or whatever.
Well,
it's just horrible.
But it is. It is. But that's a testament really to just how bad they all are. I mean, you got one team in that's so bad they won't even give them a name.
You know what? I've been watching all 4 teams some of their games and just keeping abreast of them.
Yeah.
If Dak Prescott doesn't get hurt, Dallas is probably better.
It's probably better. Absolutely, no question.
Philly, if they have some injury problems as well. Washington is just bad, but Washington has started to play well as of late.
Yes, they have.
And they got some pieces on that team, specifically their defense. They found a running back. They have a good young wide receiver. The Giants. I know one of my brothers, he was on my page talking about the Giants will be your playoff team next year.
Jesus.
And the defense is got players on it. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, slow down. Yeah.
They're going to be a playoff team this year.
Right. Unfortunately, right. You're right.
Listen, the quarterback still has work to do. He's had a couple of games where he hasn't turned the ball over. I'm still not impressed because he's had 2 games where he didn't turn the ball over. Colt McCoy had a so-so game yesterday, Sunday. He had a so-so game.
He did.
Wayne Gallman has emerged as a solid running back. Once Saquon comes back, and if he comes back healthy, your running back situation will be fortified. I think Golden Tate might be leaving.
That's okay. That's okay.
The defense.
The defense
some of the players are good on the defense.
Yeah.
They still need pieces. The offensive line has gotten better. Defensive line has gotten better, and that's where you need to be really good at.
Yeah,
right.
Your offensive line and your defensive line.
I agree with that.
And,
absolutely.
And they might be better next year, but I'm like 5-7. I'm okay.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah.
They play hard, and that's what I like about them. They do play hard.
We did mention this previously.
Yeah,
that they do stay in games, they compete, and that's great. Right. But you're not going home with the prom queen. You're not sealing the deal.
I mean, you're going to get to the playoffs, but then that first game is going to be probably
the last game.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be like, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's like watching the NFC East is like back in the day when they used to have the bum fights. Somebody's gonna win, but you're still a bum.
Exactly. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, it's not going to be a pretty fight.
No, it's not. Not at all. Not at all.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be pretty at all. I'm just like, like I said, I can't be excited. Like I said, my opening, salvo against on this particular topic, I just don't believe in them. I'm not a Giant fan anyway. You already know that. That's my team. That's my team. Our brother Ish. Thanks for tuning in, Ish. Appreciate you, and also Jeffrey Morgan. Shout out. The thing that gets me is with Washington. Alex Smith is a hell of a story.
Yeah, man. That is true.
And Ish brought that up, and I was like, that's right, because I was going to mention it too. He's a hell of a story. I get nervous.
I do too.
Yeah, I get nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. because he seems like a overall not a bad dude, not personally, and he's professionally, he's always got the job done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a quarterback in the NFL, he's always, no matter where he's been, he's pretty consistent. So I like that about him, and I'm actually wishing him a lot of success with that Washington football team. I hope they come out of the East with that title. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, anytime that he can end the game and walk off the field, it's a win. It's a win.
Right.
There you go.
Right. Washington's been playing well. I've been watching a couple of games with them. Them and the Giants, they have a good future possibly next year. They both need to add some pieces. I like the energy that the coach brings, but y'all know it's the GM. He's gonna find a way to jack this up.
Who? What's his name?
Gettleman.
He's saved already. He's already saved.
But that's the thing that pisses me off is he's saved.
He is.
Right.
There's no question. They came back, especially with this 4-game winning streak that they're on. Yeah. They basically saved him. So he's getting he's gonna get another chance to redeem himself.
Right.
Right.
And what Ronan says about Dallas, their O-line, everybody's in the infirmary. They've had multiple guys get injured, a few come back, and then another guy goes down. And like he says, their defense is easy to get through when you run in the wrong scheme.
Yeah,
it's that Gatorade. They keep getting hurt from that Gatorade, man. That Gatorade. Remember I told you. I told you that before. It's too much Gatorade.
It's just
cramping up.
Right. I got a question since we talking NFC East and we talking Giants.
Okay.
From what we seen of Dallas and what we seen with Andy Dalton, your guy,
Jesus Christ. I hate that guy.
Does Dak Prescott, although injured, does he have leverage now?
He better
in his contract.
He should
venture.
So Jerry Jones made some comments today. I heard something. I happened to be flipping channels and accidentally landed on ESPN, and Stephen A. Smith was talking about Jerry Jones made some comment about Dak taking better care of himself when he's running the ball or something like that. Something about putting the onus on him, like for getting injured.
Right.
And Stephen A. went on a epic Stephen A. Smith rant about it, But but in this case, it was basically Jerry Jones is like, your team sucks, and you're putting it all on Dak Prescott's injury. So I don't know. I caught a little bit of it, and then I turned away. But you guys might want to check on that story, because it seemed like Jerry Jones was saying something, and it wasn't favorable about Dak. That seemed to be the takeaway from it.
Well,
that's interesting. I'm sorry, that's interesting, but I want to just put a comment in the chat room made by our brother Ishmael. He says, dump Dak and draft Young.
I don't know about that, because I spoke to Ronan on the phone today, and Ronan was he's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Right.
I don't know why, bro. You need to come back. You in New Jersey. But no, he made some points that when Dallas had Romo, and when he got injured, the team didn't play well. We saw early in the year, Dak was rolling. That offense was rolling. Y'all know I hate the Cowboys, but when he played, their offense was rolling for those early games. And then he got hurt, and you replace him with Andy Dalton, and it's just not the same. So if he could come back from I don't think you just get rid of him, because when he doesn't play, they don't play well. And when he plays, they're a better team.
Right. I can agree with that.
If you let him go and you draft somebody, you're starting over again.
Now here's something else that our brother Ish says. Found this to be can't speak. Found this to be very interesting as well. Okay, Tyrod Taylor can save Dallas $60 million. They could draft a young quarterback to learn.
Tyrod Taylor is a journeyman.
Really?
He's a journeyman. I like him, but he's a journeyman. If he went to Dallas, it'd be like his 4th or 15th.
No, it wouldn't. No,
or third. It would at least be his third team.
Okay,
but he's a journeyman.
Why are you gonna put him in the category like of a Ryan Fitzpatrick? Come on, man, that's being ridiculous now. You put him
you
in.
You mean Fitz tragic or Fitzmagic? Which one?
I'm going by his.
Because he has variables.
I'm going by his legal name, Fitzpatrick. So you can't group him in that. I don't think no.
I don't think you just throw away Dak. You just let Dak Prescott leave.
Okay.
He's gotten you to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He's still in his 20s.
Okay.
Bad injury and all.
Mm-hmm.
So. You rolling the dice if you draft another quarterback and Tyrod Taylor is just average.
Well, he listen, I'm not the guy's personal lawyer. I'm not.
Don't do that to yourself. don't become that R.
I'm not that guy's lawyer or anything, but
which means you're about to lawyer up right now.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just, but I'll just say that even if he's average at best, he's still an upgrade from what's that guy's name again?
Carson. The redhead.
Yeah, that guy.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
He's still an upgrade from Andy Dalton.
Little orphan Andy.
Little interception Andy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And of course our brother Ronan, the Cowboy fan, he says he'll pass on Tyrod Taylor and he just take Dak. So we're gonna have different views and whatnot, and that's fine.
Right. It's all good.
It's all good, of course.
Tyrod Taylor has been on 4 teams already.
4 okay, so 3 instead of 3 is 4.
Then it'll be 15.
Then this will be 5, yeah.
Jesus,
wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. What a shame. Poor Tyrod. I don't like him being bunched up in that category. I'm sorry. I just don't. Same with Fitz. Oh my God. No, I hate that.
Fitz magic, baby.
Nah, that's all right.
Fitz magic.
I feel sorry for Tyrod. It's okay. It's all right. I'll get over it. Let's speaking, we were talking about Washington. They dealt the Pittsburgh Steelers their first loss this season.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Why am I not? Yeah, but why am I not shocked at this? We just talked about this last week,
right? Didn't we?
We just talked about this the last show in regards to Pittsburgh and whatnot, and they really haven't had a statement win except for one, and that was against the Browns, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, early on in the season. Other than that, they start slow. Let me just say that they start out slow. They're not the type that just like in the first quarter they're going to be dominating. No, and the games have been close. There's times where a couple of games where they could have lost. Late in the game.
The week before they weren't great.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They haven't been really great in any, like you said, or any game.
They haven't been,
except for I think one blowout.
But didn't they blow a 14-point lead or something?
I'm sure, and that's been the problem, man. They have to come. They've been playing close games, games where they have to come from behind to win. You understand? So at some point, it was going to catch up with them. You understand? We're not talking about now. If you think 11-0, you understand? You might be thinking about Kansas City. You can see that happening. Yeah, you understand? Because they're firing damn near all Pistons and whatnot. But this 11-0 is a little bit different, and it kills me to say that because I do like Mike Tomlin. I respect him.
Yeah.
But it's just not a dominating 11-0 team. They find ways to win, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there's luck involved as well. Nothing wrong with that. But you got to be realistic when you look at the team. You can't say, "Oh, let me just say this before I get into that. Let me just say this. Any of you guys on this line right now, and even in the chat room, does anybody think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are a lock to even represent the AFC in the Super Bowl?
No.
Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
and I'm a Steeler. I love the Steelers.
I like the Steelers too.
Yeah. I would say absolutely not. Actually,
yeah, they're not even a lock.
This this year has been so, strange anyway. I mean, sure. I honestly, my pick to win the Super Bowl is COVID. So I don't know.
And that's probably the best bet.
Yeah.
I got the bird flu.
Yeah. Okay. I'm telling you.
I have to agree.
They've only blown out 2 teams.
Cleveland was one.
Cincinnati, it was Cincinnati, 36-10.
Okay.
Jacksonville, 27-3. Oh, and Cleveland, 38-7.
Oh, that's what
Yeah. So they've blown out 3 teams.
3 teams.
Cleveland's the only team that had out of those 3. Cleveland's the only team that has a winning record.
See, that's another thing. That's another thing.
I hate to say that Cleveland team. I like it now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are they for real?
They may be a sleeper.
I told you people that coach knew how to coach, and I told you that Cleveland had on paper. They have talent.
Yeah. You're right. You're right on the money with that.
And outside of them losing Odell Beckham, they had a lot. They have a lot of talent on the offensive end and also on the defense.
They do. You understand? Yeah. Getting back to the Pittsburgh, Ronan says Pitt piles up a lot of yards on offense. Don't score a lot of points. If they meet KC in the playoffs and fall behind, they're toast. And
that's true.
Totally agree with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that. That's going to be an issue. You understand? And that's why I say they're not even the best team in the AFC. It hurts me to say that, of course. And he also says about Pittsburgh, they damn near lost to Dallas with Garrett Gilbert starting. That's bad. And of course,
24-19 in that game.
And let me get to my brother. The Browns are better without OBJ. Okay. Well, you know what? They not for nothing. I can see why Ish would say that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't they have Jarvis Landry still over there?
Got Jarvis Landry.
You got Kareem Hunt.
Yep.
So I'm still not totally sold on Barker though.
You're not sold on who?
Mayfield.
Okay. I feel you on that. I'm not completely sold on him either. I'm not sold on him at all. So, but that's why when you first talked about Cleveland, I said, can they be taken seriously?
Not this year.
Not this year. Okay.
Depending on who they meet in the first round, they might get to the next round, but I think they'll probably lose. But then again, if they play Pittsburgh, they might be able to beat Pittsburgh in the playoffs. The way Pittsburgh's been playing as of late.
I don't know about that one.
Struggling with Dallas, losing to Washington.
We don't know until we know it.
Because remember, they play. They start out slow, but if they could somehow remain in striking distance, with Cleveland, because Roethlisberger, he's got a great QB percentage in like the fourth quarter of games. You understand? Right. So we have to see. That's gonna be like a down to the wire type of thing. You know what I mean? So let's.
If in fairness to Pittsburgh, you can't name a team that's beat them this year.
You know what I mean? So it's just we're gonna see.
Right.
We're definitely gonna see.
Right. But look at what Ronan said in the chat. He said, "Look at Minnesota without Stefanski." That's Cleveland's head coach. He was Minnesota's OC last year, and he's done a good job with Cleveland this year.
Okay.
I like the hiring. I know some of our brothers who rock with us on the show like but I told you.
Right. Yeah, well, okay.
I told you he would do well with that. Listen, with the amount of talent that's on that team, you have to be a total Adam Gase to blow it.
You got that right.
Yeah, that's true. And you look at it just a few years ago. I mean, Cleveland was terrible. I mean, god awful. So the fact that they've now, this is like their first winning record in I don't know how many years, but it's been a long time since they've had a winning season. So I have to give them some kind of credit. Whatever happens this year, maybe it's not going to come together for this year, and maybe they're a future team, but they're definitely doing things right. Which is the antithesis of what they're doing in Jetsland.
Well, yeah, for sure. You got that 100% correct. Now, you're right about that. It's like you said, man, it's been a successful season in Cleveland. That's something that hasn't happened too much in recent years, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just think about Bernie Kosar back then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Brian Sipe and them.
Brian Sipe. Yeah.
Brian Sipe was my dude.
Yeah, for sure. Same here. Definitely. So
they played in that old cold stadium. Yeah, what is it, Cleveland Municipal or whatever? The mistake by the lake.
Exactly. Yep, the mistake by the lake.
Mistake by the lake.
I love that.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Listen, we're gonna do a little moving on. We're gonna go into another sport, another lane. Here we go. Well, boy, this is gonna piss me off. Not this particular boxing topic, but the next one. Good God. But the next one. Good God. Let me hold myself together here. First of all, let's talk about the Errol Spence fight against Danny Garcia to retain his IBF and WBC 147 welterweight championship belts by unanimous decision. Mac, I mean, what can I say?
Well, I y'all know I like Danny Garcia, but like our brother Carl said last week, and it's factual. Danny starts off slow. I said Danny would be wary of Errol Spence's power because Errol Spence is one of the hardest hitters at that weight. And Danny did what did. Danny started slow. Danny wasn't trying to get hit with all that awesome power, and Errol Spence outboxed him, which Errol Spence is a better boxer than Danny, and Danny, listen, good fighter. He wasn't gonna let himself get knocked out by the way he fights because he knows that Errol Spence, with that power. So he kind of he fought a technically sound fight, but you're not gonna beat Errol Spence the way he fought that fight.
I think Jay had said that. I'm not sure, Jay. Maybe you could refresh me. I think it was you and I. We talked about it very briefly, and you were like, "This guy Garcia didn't let go of his hands. He, yeah, he didn't." And
the jab stopped him. Yeah, that jab was stinging his eye. I mean, his eye was crazy.
Yeah,
that's just from the jab.
Right.
So he just didn't. He was trying to wait for that counter, but he couldn't.
Exactly.
Every time that he was in on him, they was close in. He was just protecting his rib cage.
Right.
He should have been throwing a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
Like his father was telling him. But I think once he started hitting him in the body, and he he was kind of like, all right, I'm just going to stay off this dude.
Yeah.
But you know what, Jay, you bring up an interesting point. Your trainer telling you gotta let your hands go. Us sitting here saying, "Yo, Danny, you gotta let your hands go." Yeah. But if he does let his hands go, and he engages, he knows because he's in there. He's feeling those punches.
Right.
Nah, this dude might knock me out, and I'm not trying to get knocked out.
Right.
And he fought the way he felt he could make it to the decision.
Yeah. Again, though, I really think that jab, and he even said it too. The jab really stopped him.
Yeah, because it's hard.
Right.
Errol Spence punches.
Errol Spence is long.
Right.
Yes, he is.
Really, he didn't have any. He had nothing for that. He just kept going that same way. Instead of trying something different and going like the opposite way of that jab, he kept walking into that jab.
Right. Ishmael says that Danny tried to counter too much. But that's Danny's style. He's always been a counter puncher. That's what he does best.
Yeah.
He waits for you to make a move, and then he counters and catches you. That's how he's always fought.
Right.
Okay.
And against a guy like Errol, it's just not gonna work. and he's not gonna get any points from the judges doing what he did. But I understand why he did what he did. He didn't want to get knocked out.
So
yeah, I mean,
why?
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, why have the fight? I mean, what the? That doesn't make any.
I didn't think he was going to get knocked out.
That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. Why get in the ring? Why get in the ring?
Until you test the guy and you get in there and then you realize, oh snap, I can't do what I do best against.
Well, you might as well complete the transaction and get knocked out.
No, he just didn't make his adjustments like he should have.
Jesus Christ!
And what he should have done, like I said, instead of going that same way, they teach you in boxing to try to turn the guy the way of his the weak hand, right? The front hand. He should have tried to go. He should have tried to go to his strong hand side and maybe found an angle. And if you look at it, he actually did that about 3 or 4 times, and he hit him square when he did that. But then he just, I don't know, he just stopped. Not saying he would have won.
Okay,
but I think he could have made it more exciting had he done that more and hit him more of the angle. Because he hit Errol a couple times, and Errol was kind of surprised, like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
in his face, he was like, "Oh, okay."
Right. Errol said, he said, although it looked like it was easy, he said it was a tough fight for him. He said because Danny is a pro's pro, and he said that's what I came here for, was to fight somebody that good, so that I can see how it is coming back off the layoff from the car accident.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just sick of all of these fights. I like Danny Garcia, but I didn't need to see Danny Garcia lose to Errol because I know he's going to lose.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to see Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence get the dance on and do it.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen anytime soon.
That's not going to happen for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly. Not going to happen anytime
Unfortunately.
soon.
I know.
Yeah.
So I got to be subjected to Errol Spence fighting Porter again. Porter lose again.
Yeah, but
I gotta see Terrence Crawford obliterate Manny Pacquiao.
No, I think it's going to be the opposite way though.
Opposite what?
I think it's going to be Manny against Errol.
Okay, well,
Sean Porter against Terrence Crawford.
Okay, then Manny still gets stretched. It could be in it could be in Ronan's team stadium where Errol likes to fight. It could be in the Dallas Cowboys stadium. The big humongous jumbotron. Manny gonna get stretched either way.
I don't know if y'all heard, but apparently Manny reached out to Errol after the fight.
Of course he did.
He reached out to Errol. He reached out to Errol after the fight, and they're actually talking right now of fighting next.
How old is Manny?
40,
41, 43.
Jeez, gosh.
Listen, he been stretched before. Early in his career, he was stretched a few times. So he wants to get stretched one more time.
Well, what they're saying is because he put a hurting on Thurman, they're saying that this may be a good fight because maybe Manny has. I'm not saying that he's going to beat Errol, but they're saying it may be a good fight. He may put up a good fight against him.
Manny's old enough to have fought strong Thurman.
And I hope he stretched strong Thurman.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ, that was horrible, man. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious.
In fact, strong Thurman is dead, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad he's stretched right now. I wish I could have stretched him, but no.
But the politics of boxing is really horrible right now.
Well, it's killing.
It's been like that. This is going to be Spence Crawford's going to be another Mayweather Pacquiao.
Yep, I agree.
They're going to meet.
Totally.
They're going to meet. What's the name is going to be? Let's see. Crawford's going to be what? 34?
33. Actually, 33.
33.
No,
he's 32. Yeah,
that's
right.
Like
34.
From now.
Yeah, 34.
Spence is going to be like 32.
Right.
I mean, it's really stupid.
It is.
And And that whole Top Rank. I mean, I'm just so sick of this whole shit. I really
Same here. Well, like we said before on this, it's not like back in the days where you had just one or two belts. You understand? And the champion fought the number one contender. Period. Yeah. That was it.
And then look how many. And then look how many divisions. Look how many weight classes there are now.
It's ridiculous.
That's fucking 50 weight classes.
I'm so sick of it. I'm like you. I'm done with it.
That 50 weight classes sound like me in COVID.
It's just
killing me, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. What Mayweather's doing with this guy.
Oh God!
Are y'all gonna talk?
Yes, we are. That's next.
This is going to either kill boxing or it's going to revolutionize boxing.
Nah, it won't, Jay. It won't kill boxing because this is a money grab for Floyd. We know that.
No, I understand that.
Wait, time out.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just want to show what my man is said.
That's the fight after Cook.
Yeah, he's talking in regard. I'm assuming he's talking about the.
He's talking about Spence and Crawford.
Yeah.
Listen. Crawford needs to. He needed to not have re-signed with Top Rank and Bob Arum. We said that multiple times. You did sign with him, and then after your most recent fight, you pissed, dude. Why go back to the devil when you can be free? Everybody who's ever fought for Bob Arum, they usually leave him disgruntled, pissed. Part of their prime is gone. Terrence, you're gonna be 30. You said you're gonna be 33, 34.
I think it's 32 right now.
He's 32 right now.
You wasted your prime with Bob Arum.
It's stupid.
Leave. The fight is gonna take. It's gonna take something. Now, how much longer does he have on his contract with Bob Arum?
He's got 2 more fights, I think. Maybe that's what I believe.
Get them 2 fights over.
And what's the name? And Stevenson should follow suit. He needs to get the fuck out of there.
Support Stevenson, exactly.
It's
that's another one.
ESPN is really the devil in this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because they always want to put like either a Mexican fighter or a white fighter at the forefront, like, oh, they're the shit. Like that's why Manny is basically going to be fighting again, because they're like, Manny is the best fighter. You know how many people have said Manny's the best fighter at this time right now?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He's one of the best fighters right now. And I'm like, really? But just think about like all the black fighters. Like there's so much racism in boxing. It's crazy. The best fighters right now are black men.
I would agree with you to some extent. A lot of the black fighters are the best fighters. It's some other races of guys who are good fighters.
No, I'm not saying that. I understand. But think about this, right? So, all right, look at Tyson Fury tested positive, right, for performance enhancing drugs,
right,
a while back,
right.
Okay.
Was he suspended? Like, was he kicked out of boxing? Like, it's happened before. Like, he's known to be a cheater. Then you got somebody like Big Baby, and I'm not saying he's a great fighter, but he's suspended till further notice,
right,
indefinitely.
Right, his career is over because that could have been him instead of what's the boy who looked like my neighbor?
Ruiz Jr.
Ruiz. That was supposed to be Baby, and maybe not saying he would have beat Joshua, but that could have been him that won instead of Ruiz. But Ruiz won, but Ruiz did what?
Yeah.
He did.
Come on, you can say it. Don't worry about being offensive. You can say it.
Yo, the fuckery he did. Yo, you ate yourself out of the heavyweight championship. You came in looking like Jabba the Hutt and got put on your fat ass.
He said Jabba.
Well, he did.
Yo, but they're going. Let's go to Canelo Alvarez, right? He did the same thing. Tested positive. Tried to say it was like the meeting and some shit. Nothing happened to him. Like, it's just a lot of shit, man. And then the promotions is not like nobody's. Right now, they're saying Spence and Crawford, but they're not even at the forefront right now. People are talking. I mean, they talking about Manny Pacquiao fighting Spence. Like, who the fuck want to see Manny? Yo,
nobody.
Props to Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Respect to him.
Right. Great fighter. Great fighter. Been a great.
I'm not trying to see him no more.
No, that's it.
Let's get this Spence Crawford on already, and fuck all the bullshit. Excuse my language.
No, please.
But it's all good. I'm just so sick of this shit. I really am.
I don't blame you. I'm sick of it too.
Right.
The best should fight the best. That's the way boxing should be.
That's what it should be.
And not and just to take it a step further, the reason why I say it could revolutionize boxing, because I feel like YouTube right now, you have these channels where they have like the underground fighting club or some shit like they have all these different channels, right? These guys are making a lot of money, right? Because they have a lot of viewers. They have a lot of viewership. So I think what Floyd is going to do is he's supposed to be putting it on some streaming thing, right? So what if the boxers do the same thing? What if fighters do the same thing? It doesn't have to be a sanctioned fight, but they can make money and they could cut out middlemen. So I'm saying like this could, because at the end of the day, think about this, right? At the end of the day, there doesn't have to be anybody in the audience. If everybody's streaming it online and they making money that way, how are they losing?
Right.
Because it's just an even split, 50-50. Nobody has to go. Doesn't have to go to any promoters. Nobody.
There's got to be a lot of particulars worked out with that, though.
No, of course. But I'm just saying. But that's,
you know what I mean?
That's one thing I give Mayweather, man. He knows what he's doing with that shit.
Okay.
Money Mayweather.
Yeah. Well, you spoke him up. Let's talk about this.
Are we gonna talk about this fight?
Yeah. So he set Mayweather Jr. set to fight Logan Paul. February 20th in the exhibition. Yeah.
He's gonna toy with him the whole. He's gonna just toy with him the whole time, just to make some money.
I mean, but
that's it. That's not even gonna be a fight, bro.
Yo, I had a dude on my Twitter.
Oh God.
Hilarious. He said, because Logan Paul probably weighs 40 pounds more than Floyd, that he would give him a problem. I'm like, wait,
what?
I'm like, listen, Floyd still stays in boxing shape. He still spars. He still practices.
Right.
This dude has only had one professional boxing fight in the exhibition against Nate and the other shit he does on YouTube.
And it was that's his brother.
Oh, that's his brother. Oh,
this dude fought some other YouTube bum.
Really?
Oh, so he ain't have one professional
and lost.
Match.
Right.
Okay.
And lost in a decision.
And then the dude went on to say, Jay, I wish you were still on Twitter. The dude went on to say that he said Logan Paul will probably be the guy that Floyd fights who punches the hardest. And I'm like, son,
what?
Stop it. Stop now. Get your Twitter fingers off of Twitter.
Oh God.
Yo, this is like me, right? This is like me challenging Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's 50-something years old. Challenging Michael Jordan to a one-on-one match right now.
Right.
Michael Jordan would still beat my ass.
For sure.
He would dunk on me too.
All that stuff.
I would lose if we was playing 11-11. I would lose 11-0.
Okay. Let me throw out some. Oh boy. I'm gonna try to throw this out. I'm gonna try my best to get this out.
That's the crazy.
Okay. It really is. I'm so sick and tired. Okay. I gotta tell you, I'm sick of Floyd Mayweather. I'm sorry. That's first. That's one. That's the most obvious thing.
You gotta respect his game, though. You gotta respect his.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time with that too. I really am. I'm having a hard time. I understand it, but I'm having a hard time actually physically saying that.
I feel you.
You understand? But I'm really sick and tired of him. I'm just done. I'm done. Max 6'11" is like Logan Paul's gonna get stretched, and that's probably a fact. But
he may end up like Nate Robinson.
Exactly. But you know why I'm sick of this crap? You know why I'm honestly you know why I'm honestly sick of this whole BS with this exhibition and this and that is because now with the news being, announced, it's bringing out all the cockroaches. Yep. And by you're laughing. Yep. But it's true. It's bringing out all the cockroaches with the Twitter fingers and the Facebook. Stop. You really don't grasp how annoying this is to go on Twitter and see the fuckery that is being tweeted out daily, hourly, secondly.
For real? I gotta get back on Twitter.
Yeah, bro.
Start cracking motherfuckers out again.
all I can say to you is just be ready because it's a whole bunch of fuckery that's out there. It's ridiculous. Hey. You understand? I'm seeing.
Look, when you done, I gotta say something.
Okay, but I got you. But let me just finish this train of thought. Do you realize the potential? Now, not saying this is going to happen, but do you realize the potential of this guy Paul actually beating Floyd Mayweather? Can you imagine all the screens that will be flooded?
Oh my
god! Gonna be a lot of lost babies.
I'm trying to say, can you imagine? Huh? And that's what I mean. Dealing with these cockroaches that are just coming out of the woodwork.
To blow off the screen.
Exactly. In the true hopes that Floyd Mayweather loses this fight. You understand? They're just. It's ridiculous, man.
And
I realize almost of a following these motherfuckers.
But what Jay is saying though is that these dudes hate Floyd for whatever reason. They want to see him lose so badly,
right?
That they will tune in, and he knows it.
He knows it.
Of course, that's why he's smart. He's smart as shit.
I went to one of the
he's
boxing
got escalating
bars
prices right now.
Right. Sure. I went to one of the boxing bars to watch the Conor McGregor Floyd work. I mean fight. And and when Floyd beat him, the dudes who were so mad leaving, I was cracked. I was dying.
Wait, do you remember? No, not even, I could do one better than that. Do you remember our friend from Ireland that used to call in? Oh, he was tight. He was tight.
They actually, I don't understand why they actually thought that Conor McGregor was going to be Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match.
Right.
Yeah.
In a boxing match.
Right.
He wasn't in the octagon.
It's ridiculous, man. I just can't. I can't.
Listen, Jay, you box, Jay. You know there's some old trainer who's half my size because I'm 5'7". It's some old trainer who probably weighs about $130 right now. Who's about 5'4", probably 65 years old. Me, he little and old. He old.
Stretch you out.
That old man will stretch me out.
Yep. It's true. Well, that was the whole thing. He went into Floyd's arena.
Right.
That's his game.
Yeah, Floyd wasn't in his arena.
You wanna beat him? Challenge him to a spelling bee.
Wow.
Why would I know he was going to go there?
He's got a good point, bro.
Real talk. But let me tell you. But this is what pisses me off about all these people coming out and now they just want to fight. They want to box now. You got all these young brothers out here that are fighting amateur, right? 20, 30 fights and shit.
Right.
When's going to be their time to go pro?
Right.
And you got these people who have money that want to come out and I want to be a pro boxer now.
Right.
Come on.
You're right. They muddy in the water.
In the words of his chairman, miss me with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That shit is bullshit.
Exactly.
Because you got guys that really do this. And
that's the problem.
Jobs. You know what I'm saying? To put food on the table.
Problem.
Right.
There you go.
Because this is what they want to do, and they don't get the opportunity to go pro.
That's indicative. I'm sorry for cutting you off. That's indicative of just today's time.
Yeah.
You got, you can bypass all of that, all the steps. and get you because look, it says we're doing it tonight. Who the fuck is Logan Paul? I mean, I've never heard of him until this last fight, and all of a sudden, you got all these other people, and I agree with all of you. You got these guys who come out of the woodwork. You got a YouTube. Look, I got a camera. That's all it takes since we doing everything else from home. I mean, but it really takes away from the people who take it seriously, who put in the work for it, and you earn these titles. Because these guys have labored for years, doing it, the old school way, and they understand the art of the sport. But now, you got guys that you get a YouTube channel and all of a sudden you fighting and people are paying to see you fight.
Right.
And then you fight against a 5'8" basketball player.
Yeah.
Right.
And
that's the shit that's funny, right? Because I didn't know who these people were either. Then Jake Paul fights Nate Robinson. So then I go back and watch Jake Paul's first fight, because apparently he fought before. And the guy he fought was a bum too. But then they're like, well, you got to watch his brother. I'm like, his brother? Okay. So I watch him. He fight this dude called KSI, some brother from London or whatever.
KSI?
Yeah, some black dude. He got locks or something.
Okay, he sounds like a fuck boy. He sounds like a fuck boy.
Why he ain't just call himself Kiss? Why he just...
Actually, his real
Kiss
name
the
is...
canvas.
I can't even pronounce his real name. I don't even know what his real name is.
Okay.
Like that.
I think he's African by way of whatever. Motherfuckers is coming from
Holy crap.
But I'm watching that fight and I'm like, he lost that fight by decision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was like, well, he's fighting a bum here, and now all of a sudden you want to fight Mayweather? Come on, man. Come on.
And here's the thing. What Mayweather did with Conor McGregor was, and I try to tell the fools on Twitter and the dude who called our show from Ireland, he could have knocked Conor McGregor out at any time he wanted to.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Now Conor used to fight though. He used to box.
Right. But he's not in Floyd's caliber. So
no, of course not.
So we call it, and Jay, we call it carrying somebody.
Of course.
He carried him to 8 rounds, and then he said, "You know what?
I'm gonna boop 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 boop."
And the ref stopped it before Conor really got hurt.
Right.
And this dude, he gonna carry him again because you got to make it look good.
It's money.
Yeah, you got to make it look good.
Good God.
So then the guys on Twitter and other social media can sit there, see, he got a lick off of Floyd. A lick.
I don't think he's ever going to touch Floyd, honestly.
He probably won't.
He's going to touch him in his arm. Floyd's going to have his hand up. Or, like, he's not going to...
But come on, you people, I know y'all don't like Floyd Mayweather. I know y'all don't. I know y'all think I know y'all think it's a myth and that it's all sweet with him. But the dude is a gym rat. The dude is a...
he's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude is one of the best boxers ever.
Right.
And I'm not saying he's better than anybody, but he is one of the best. And you don't get to that caliber by being what y'all think he is. And y'all need to chill with that. Y'all need to sit down, watch his fights, and educate yourself.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Mac.
He's actually one of the guys right now that could probably go 20 rounds.
He probably could.
Right, because he stays in phenomenal shape.
But you know what, though? It doesn't matter. They could watch tapes, videos of his fights until they're blue in the face. It doesn't matter. They're going to, what they're going to say? What's the one thing they always say? Oh, he's always running. Oh, he's running.
Which is
running.
Wrong.
He's running. Exactly. You know that, and I know that. He's a tactician. Period.
Right.
You understand? One of the best and I'm not a fan of the guy, but even I know that he's a great defensive boxer, and that's just what I keep saying. What are we supposed to do there? Stay there and get hit? Like this is the live version. A live version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I'm like, come on.
And guys, not to change the subject,
not fighting
but guys,
in the 70s no more.
Right. Guys like to say that in their prime, Manny would have beat him. I'm like, no. If he fought Manny 10 times, Manny loses 10 times. If they fought 10 times, Manny would lose to him 10 times. Manny let you know in the post-fight interview. He said he won't stand still. He moved too much.
Again, what are you supposed to do?
He won't let me hit him.
Right. Right. And then
so stupid.
And in that fight, Manny didn't fight Manny's fight, which is Manny's hands are always busy. Manny lets his hands fly.
Right.
Manny got in there, first 2 rounds, he let his hands fly, and then he said, "Oh wait, this dude is. Oh no, I can't do that."
There you go. There you go.
And this is what Floyd does to everybody he's fought. In a regular boxing match, he takes away what they do best, and a lot of them don't have a beat.
Right.
They don't have as much in the toolbox as he does.
No, they don't.
And they end up losing.
There's only one person I thought actually I rooted for, and I thought he was going to beat him was Cotto. That's it.
That's it, Cotto.
It was like,
well, you know what? Zab had a chance, but Zab is Zab, so
man.
Zab had the skill set, but Zab is Zab.
Yeah, he did, but Zab wasn't. He wasn't focused.
Hey Jay, don't feel bad because I actually picked Pacquiao over Mayweather.
He did.
I did, and these guys were roasting me. But you know what I'm saying?
It's all love.
Yeah, it's all good. I took a chance.
Yeah, of course.
I took a chance.
Listen,
I took a chance.
At the end of the day, you're not in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Got that right.
That's true.
So it's like you got no control over nothing. You like, I like John.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
that right.
But you don't know who's gonna win.
Word.
Anything can happen. That's the beauty of boxing, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So this guy says Logan Paul is the hardest hitting person that Floyd will face. I think.
Come on now.
I think Canelo would differ to that. I think Manny would differ to that. Cotto, I think would all differ to that.
Come on, man.
The bottom line is you're talking about the ramblings of a moron. That's probably never watched a boxing match in his whole life. You understand?
They actually have the audacity to say, "Oh, you're a Floyd fan. You don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a Floyd fan, but I'm a boxing fan."
Oh my God!
You sound ridiculous, my friend.
Yeah, I saw when you posted that. I don't even know anything about the whole thing, but I know that was crazy. He's probably
There you go.
He's probably hitting the pipe harder than Logan Paul hit Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's real talk.
Yeah, he was on a bad trip with that tweet.
Yeah.
That's strong, but let me tell you something. What people don't realize is that when you're boxing, you get in that ring, it's not just about how hard you hit.
Right.
Right. I agree.
Also how hard you miss. That's Nate Robinson. It's how hard you miss.
Damn.
Because Nate Robinson is strong.
Yes, he is.
He is very strong.
But he missed too hard. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he had nothing to come back with, and that's when he got knocked out by Duke.
You can't lead with your face in boxing.
That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing.
But
it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna come out there. Like this.
And dude caught him.
And I'm telling you, if I was his trainer, I would have called it after the first round. Like, I would have told him, like, look, if you keep doing that, I'm calling the fight because you're gonna get hurt.
That's right. Then after that, Snoop Dogg be singing the Negro spirituals.
Yo, the funniest meme I saw was, "Yo, I'm gonna take a Nate Robinson." I need to take a Nate Robinson right now.
Exactly.
And I hate that they did my
people
guy
complaining.
Like
people were complaining because people were making fun of him, getting knocked out. But that shit is funny.
It's funny.
But you know what? We would have made fun of the other dude if he got knocked out.
Absolutely.
Because I know I would.
Of course.
For sure. Same.
It just wasn't a fair fight because he had what? He had
40 pounds on him. He's 6'2". Nate is 5'9".
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, and he already fought like one fight before that.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. That's not really a big deal because he's not really a good fighter anyway. This kid,
exactly.
Or Logan Paul.
Yeah, but it wasn't like you guys said. It wasn't funny because it was Nate Robinson. No. It was funny just just the way we clown all these things, But I give him props. Like, I'm not getting in the ring. You're not gonna make no meme out of me.
No,
but,
right.
But
you gotta know your limit.
Exactly. But it's like I tell my students, in high school, when they get into a fight, and their friends will amp them up. But if they lose, there's the same ones that are posting the video before you can get out of school. It's already shared. Those are your friends that posted it.
Right.
And I tell them, I said, people want to see a show. They want to be entertained. And you're either going to be the star of the show, or you're going to be the one that the show is about. You know. And
there you go.
So that's just the way it goes.
Right, David. There's an older boxer. I think he passed away, but I forget his name. He was a junior welterweight back in the 70s and 80s. He lived somewhere in the South, and it's one of my favorite YouTube videos.
Oh, you talk about the intervention guy?
Nah. But anyway.
Yeah.
They the dudes on the corner egging this dude.
Oh yeah,
and
I know
he walks up on the chin.
Yeah,
and they like, don't do it to him.
Yeah,
don't do it. He's like, yo, what's up? And he gave him a jab and then laid him out.
Yep. Oh yeah, I saw that one. I
don't think I saw that.
I'm gonna send it to y'all.
I saw that. Yeah, dude was an old time fighter, and he's like maybe down on his luck or whatever, and this other guy was clowning him, basically, and the people are telling him, don't do it. And dude walked up on him, and the old time fighter laid him out, and then kept it moving. Nah, that was hilarious. Yeah, find that one. It's always worth sharing.
I gotta see that. But he just killed me right now. Freaking Ronan.
Now that shit would have been funny as hell.
Yeah.
If he tackled him.
Oh God. Listen, let's move on to the NBA, guys. This is hilarious. I swear, man. This is killing me.
Big boy.
You know what I'm saying? Poor Nate. Yo, listen.
He'll never live that shit down.
Horrible, man. So the Brooklyn Nets, oh God, point guard Kyrie Irving continues to throw shade at LeBron James and says media will have limited to no access to him. Well, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Thank God for that last part. Yeah, how about no access to you? Because we're tired. Yeah. We're tired. And LeBron, you know what I'm saying? And LeBron James, LeBron James actually gave him, I'll use a word that Dominic, Dom from NC had said, gave life. Well, I'm not gonna say life, but gave breath to this guy, gave oxygen to this guy by saying that, on another podcast, LeBron was saying that Kyrie's comment had hurt him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To a degree. My thing is, bro, you got you just coming off a championship season in which Kyrie wasn't part of.
Right.
Just hold up that damn trophy to his face and be like, yo,
and your rings.
And your rings.
Without him.
You understand? Exactly. So that's what you need to do to shut him up. You understand? And say, look what I got, punk.
But
you got was because of me.
But that's not LeBron though.
Right.
You see, I've said this before on this show.
Yeah, you did.
LeBron, his whole thing is he wants to be liked. And so if you don't like him, or if you say something, throw shade about him, that does hurt his feelings, because he tries to, the one time that he said something opposite of that was when he won the championship, and he talked about, well, I got money and I got this and that, and people went at him for that, saying, oh, he shouldn't have said all those things, because that's out of character for him. So you're right. Just throw up that championship trophy, but that's not LeBron. LeBron's not going to do it. But this is about Kyrie. Kyrie can't shut the hell up.
No.
And he says stupid stuff, and then he thinks that we're stupid. So if we understand and read between the lines with him, then he tries to say, oh, well, that's not what I was talking about. I didn't mean LeBron. How are you going to say that I'm finally playing with somebody that I trust to take the last shot after you've played with LeBron. Well, how do you think people are going to, even if LeBron doesn't say anything, how do you think people are going to take it? But he's going to flip it on the media and say, oh, y'all twisting and stuff. I'm not going to talk to y'all anymore.
Right.
He should have shut up with that whole flat Earth thing.
He should have. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm done with that guy, man. And this is a guy, that's on my team. The Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just like, you need to just shut your face. And I really hope, I forgot who said it on our group page, but I hope to God when they come against when they go against the LA Lakers, I hope the Lakers mop the floor both games with them. You know what I'm saying? I really hope so. I hope LeBron gets like a triple double with like 50 points. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Cause I'm like, yo, shut the hell up.
Yeah, that I'd like to see that, and I'd like to see LeBron hit the game-winning shot.
Yeah, on top of that, yes.
And just clutch.
Do what Michael Jordan did to Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff Van Gundy had Michael Jordan name in his mouth. Said he be fronting on fellas and treating these guys this way, and really he's we call him a con artist.
I think so.
Or something he said, and I watched that game. Every time Michael Jordan scored a point, he looked at Jeff Van Gundy. He said stuff to Jeff Van Gundy.
And every time he did, Jeff Van Gundy got shorter and shorter. It was just like he was
right. And I think Michael Jordan should have got fined for this, because I think you can't get fined for this. When they were walking after the game, they had to walk past each other. He was like, "You little fuck."
Right. Exactly.
But yo, Kyrie, it's obvious that you have a problem with LeBron. It's obvious that you're jealous of him for some reason. It's obvious that you didn't appreciate being his teammate, and just you're not his teammate anymore. Remember when he said he wanted to be a leader, he wanted to have his own team, he didn't like what was going on in Boston. He didn't like that environment. He didn't like being the leader, and he didn't know how to be a leader. And they said he called LeBron. He was like, "Yo, I didn't know, bro." And I feel like, who is this?
Right.
Excuse me.
Exactly.
Kyrie, who?
But
next time he call you, LeBron, hang the phone up on him.
But you know what?
Dude is corny. Go ahead, R.
Sorry, brother. Just like my man Ish just said in the chat room, can he even stay healthy? See, I'm glad he touched on this, because look at the difference between him and LeBron. LeBron is pretty much healthy. Most of his career. Exactly. He's a beast. He stays in great shape. He doesn't suffer like long-term injuries, stuff like that. Whereas, can we say the same thing about Kyrie Irving? You understand? No. He's definitely not a leader where LeBron is. You understand?
Right.
And just like you said, it's the jealousy factor. Listen, punk. Listen, punk. You had your chance. Okay, you wanted to be the man when after the king left. You understand? And what did you do? Did you get to the playoffs? Did you even smell the playoffs?
Cleveland?
No. Yes, Cleveland. Did they even smell any type of competition on that level? No, they didn't. You understand? So you were a failure. You understand? And you should be kissing LeBron James' feet. You understand? For getting you that one ring that you got.
And then you hear, I don't know if it was in the group, but I read LeBron was saying that even like with the Kyrie's signature shoe, with Nike,
he helped him get that deal.
He helped him get that. He went to Nike and said, I think this guy, he's got great handles. The kids like it, like his handles and stuff. Give him the shoe. LeBron tried to do everything to put him up there and give him opportunities. These are things that LeBron didn't talk about, but now since Kyrie is throwing this shade, then LeBron is like, well, look, this is why it hurt me, because time and time again I tried to help this young guy out. He said LeBron said that when he first went back to one of the reasons why he went back to Cleveland, besides promising to fix from before, was to play with Kyrie because he said his son was like, oh Dad, you play with Kyrie, because his son liked Kyrie, so he went back there and he tried to really prop the kid up, and then the kid shitted on him.
Listen, we know you didn't say his name, but we know who you were talking about, dude.
Exactly.
And like Ishmael said, I've been saying it, and other people, stop with the passive aggressiveness.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
what it is.
That's what it is. That's what I mean about the rest of us. He thinks that he's smarter than everybody, so he thinks that he can say these little things, and we're not going to catch it. I'll tell you, we're twice his age.
Right.
I don't, I know what you mean. It's like it would be like if you talked about your love life and said that I've never been with anybody that was this good. Well, how do you think the people that your exes are going to feel? And then you're going to say, well, I wasn't talking about anybody specifically.
Right.
Nobody's stupid. But just wait. I'm sorry. Just wait until because I'm still waiting for that ship to blow up with Durant. Because him and Durant, they haven't played together yet. Right. And if unless they gel immediately on the court,
right.
Durant is prone to say some stuff too.
He's another passive aggressive person.
It'll be a long season in Brooklyn.
I'm telling you.
Listen, there's a lot of burner accounts going on.
That's absolutely
a lot of shade.
Exactly.
It's a lot of finger pointing.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when you have a unappreciative little bitch like Kyrie Irving. You understand?
Yeah.
The man. Like I said, just like David said about arranging that sneaker deal, with Nike. You know what I'm saying, for him and whatnot, and the ring that you have. Okay, yeah, you made the shot, but who put you in that position to make that shot?
Right.
Who was playing hard in that game?
Right.
You understand? And running through guys and doing what he does best to put you in that position to take that shot. Yo, fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's like I said, he's a little bitch.
Well,
you understand?
Oh, we the petty kings, right?
Sure.
If I was to do what Kyrie has done on another social platform, be like, yo, man, that guy, he's really not a big part of the show. I just let him moderate. This is all me. I've created everything.
Exactly.
I do everything. I'm carrying R.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Sure you are.
Meanwhile, me and you have a partnership. That would be foul on my part. Even if I went to, offline, I'm telling people he really doesn't do a lot.
Right.
Yeah, really, I don't. I don't do shit.
You're right.
That's how Kyrie comes off.
That's exactly how he comes off.
Yep.
And
I just want to get to some of the comments in the chat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our boy Hannibal, what's up, my man?
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta read it off.
Kyrie is going to have a meltdown first, then get injured in the middle of the season.
That's right.
That's right.
His MO.
Yes, he's MO.
That's it. Exactly.
Yep.
Christmas is coming up. If I was LeBron, I send him a lifetime package of bandages.
I'd send him some crutches.
Yep.
Then our brother is like, Kyrie thinks he's smarter than he is.
Yeah.
That's true as well.
What's the drug women take when they have they monthly?
I don't know.
To alleviate the pain.
Alleviate?
Milo,
Motrin, whatever.
Yeah.
I send him some Motrin and some pads.
Some
damn.
Pads. It's funny how it
Damn.
That's right. Yo, Hannibal is right.
Yeah.
It's funny how he was healthy when LeBron James played.
Exactly. There you go. And of course, our brother.
He's never been healthy though. He's been injured every year. Every year since Duke entering the NBA, he's always been injured.
That's right.
So him being a vegan is, I don't know. That has nothing to do with him being injured.
Yeah, he came in the league. He got hurt.
Right.
Whatever. Nobody cares about that. Fuck him. Like I said, he's just an unappreciative little bitch. I hope I never come across him in Brooklyn.
He should just do another. He should just keep it going with the Uncle
just keep it going. Just get in
your movies.
Get in your car. Don't walk the streets.
Oh.
There's a lot to say.
Do these guys when they do this, they realize?
Like, yo,
I'm threatening him.
I bet not in your car.
That's our about this time. Every show goes off the rails a little bit.
No, I'm not. I'm focused. I swear to God.
No. I'll tell you though, when he was
G-Train.
Yeah, the G-Train. When he was playing Uncle Drew, he looked the healthiest.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, that might have been stunt doubles.
Oh, okay. That's
true.
Special effects and green screens too.
Yeah,
that's
all
true.
Right, that's true. Hollywood. Yeah.
But wait a minute. But I'm very focused this show. I'm not going to go side.
Yes,
I'm not going to go left.
Yeah. You
I'm very
have
focused. I got that laser focus, so don't worry about it. Even though there's been a few things in here that pissed me off, but I'm
that shit is funny though, man.
That's that Prevagen kicking in.
I got a question for y'all.
wow.
I got a question for y'all.
Yes, sir.
When these guys do this, do they realize that they sometimes burn bridges?
Oh, absolutely.
And you can't come back from this burnt bridge.
I don't think they care.
For sure.
Yeah,
that's true.
You're right. I don't think they care. Sometimes I just want to say to them, we can hear you, right?
Exactly. Exactly. But just like you said, David, they don't care. That's just what it is.
And
for him to say the thing about the media, that he's not going to be. Come on, fuck out of here.
He's in New York.
You in New York too?
And you the face. You one of the faces of this franchise.
You know what? With that being said, I guarantee you, there's got to be at least one beat writer that's like, thank God. You understand? They got to be like, thank God. I don't have to deal with this idiot. I ain't got to ask him no questions. None of that nonsense. They're stupid.
I gotta tell you guys, there's a kid that I want to link up with you guys. A former student of mine. He's actually a beat writer for the Daily News now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'd love to have him.
Yeah, he's a young guy. He went to where did he go? Hampton, I think he wrote from, and then he worked his way up, and now he works for the Daily News. He writes, covers the Nets. So I'm gonna reach out to him.
Shout out to him.
Yeah,
please. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I want to link him up with you guys.
Oh, do I see a shot fired? Hold on.
Their body can't withstand it. Ooh.
Is that a shot?
No, but you know how many writers are going to get at him? The analysts, the like in New York. Come on.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't fly here.
To the point where he's going to be like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yep.
They treat me like.
Well, you know that's coming.
Yeah.
At some point,
and
that's coming.
And if you do, we gonna flip on you because what you do? Why you here then? If you didn't come to stop crying,
I don't know
your
what
big boy pants up.
Thought he was getting into.
Yep.
And New York is the toughest when it comes to that shit.
And the best response I can have to that, what you guys just said, is best advice to him: just don't walk the streets.
Yeah.
Just don't walk the streets.
Yeah. If I see him, I'm gonna give him, some Pampers, some pads, and bandages. Yo, my man.
You're being very nice. Actually, you're being very nice. Just don't walk the streets. Hope you never run into me. That's all I can say. I hope you never run into me.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
Yeah, because I'm gonna try to rip through his stomach and pull out his intestines and like wrap it around his neck. Yeah, that's
here we go.
Come on.
Where's Bishop? Where's Bishop to do the disclaimer?
No,
we usually by this point we get into the thoughts and opinions on that.
No, focus. I'm focused. I'm focused tonight. I'm focused. Let me move on. This is the last. I think it's the last topic before we sign out. There's more trade rumors for the Houston Rockets concerning James. What's his name? James Harden? Yeah, that's his name. The bearded one. And well, you know what? We talked about this before, guys, and they was talking about the Nets. They had the Nets in the mouth, but then now it seems like Philadelphia, and I think a couple other teams were mentioned as well. I just know of New York, Brooklyn, and Philly. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? There might be a few other teams in the mix. I gotta tell you, Philly. I at one point I did actually want that to work with the Brooklyn Nets, but now I think about it, no, there's only one ball. That you can't escape that fact, and it's not going to be good with them. You know what I'm saying?
No, hell no.
But Philadelphia,
it'll be good for this show.
That's about it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as them competing for a championship, that I think that will blow up right in their face immediately. You know what I'm saying? Because just like Bishop has said, and you guys have said and agreed, there's only one ball. That's it. There's only one ball. What are you gonna do? So,
well, it might work out because I mean the way Kyrie and Durant, how fragile they are, they might only need one ball.
But quite possibly, you know what I mean? But it's just ridiculous, man. So I think that Philadelphia would seem like the best. You know what I'm saying? I know I was on Twitter and I was discussing this. I made a tweet in response to whatnot, and they was like, it was nothing bad. You know, it was friendly. I wasn't in my attack mode. You know. You know what I'm saying? But
Twitter people, boy, they be saying some crazy shit. You be like,
yeah, for sure. Oh wait, our boy Hannibal is like adding on Miami Heat. That was fun. I did hear that. That's why I couldn't remember. That's why I said no.
For who though? Who
they don't need him.
Who they giving up? I don't think they need him. I think they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much set. But I'm just trying to think in my mind who the possibility of going from Miami to Houston. You know what I'm saying? And
the Knicks give up the whole team and get him. That's what the Knicks do.
Basically. Please don't mention that squad.
And pay him $140 billion.
Right.
Okay. He's telling you right now. He says give up Duncan, Hero, and none for Harden.
I wouldn't do it.
I like Hero.
It costs too much.
Well, does that match up salary wise too?
No, it doesn't. You gotta give up something else.
Somebody with some more money.
Maybe Dragic. I don't know.
Well, he's a free agent.
Okay. I thought he was the.
He hasn't signed with anybody yet.
He didn't sign with Houston. I mean, he didn't sign with Miami. I thought he did.
Nah, he didn't. I don't think.
Oh wow.
So.
Okay, I thought he did.
Who else do they have that's making money over there? Other than Dragic.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Oh, but he's not. Well.
Mm.
Not gonna say that.
Yeah, I forgot about Jimmy. Damn.
Can I just say I'm sick of Harden and Westbrook. I'm glad they said all that Westbrook stuff. I'm sick of them both. I mean, not personally. It's not a personal thing. I mean, I'm just sick of hearing about all of this stuff. Just find a damn team. Doesn't the season start in 2 weeks or something like that? Or when is it coming?
Christmas? Baby, you said Harden and Westbrook.
Yeah, I'm sick of.
Westbrook got traded.
Yeah, but I'm just tired. I was tired. That's what I mean. I mean, I'm glad he landed somewhere. But it seemed like that's all we were talking about. After the damn season ended, then we went into all this Harden Westbrook stuff. I'm tired of them. I'm just.
Now, did you hear something about this? Is a little. I mean, still regarding the Rockets and Harden, but did you hear that he didn't even he preferred this? Allegedly said he preferred Tyronn Lue as a coach as opposed to Silas.
It's too late now.
Well, we know that, but I'm just saying it's too late now. But
who said that? Harden?
Allegedly.
No, I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna turn up your heart rate in a minute. Harden was seen partying without a mask.
Yep.
And he didn't show up for Houston's practice.
Nope.
He's got COVID. That's why. No.
You know what?
Yeah. But I heard about that today. This morning they were talking about he had demanded a trade, and they were moving slow on it. So he went out somewhere and partied and took pictures of himself with no mask on, as a way to say, screw y'all. So I don't know.
It didn't show up for their first.
It didn't show up. Yeah.
He's going to get fined.
No, they're going to try to. He's going to try to force their hand to move him.
Okay.
It's just like,
you know what? I'm trying hard here. I'm trying real hard.
Take a breath off.
I'm trying hard. I'm trying really
take a
hard.
deep one, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, fuck it. I don't care.
Go for it. Go for it. We support you.
Thank you.
Give them both guns.
Yeah. I just hope. You know what? Why don't this guy just die?
Well, I thought you were gonna ease into it.
No. No, let me tell you. Let me tell you my reason why I just said that. Because he's an idiot. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. Let me just say. Give me a second. And let me just tell you why.
This is funny though.
Yeah, I don't mean to be funny and stuff, but I'm just saying he needs to die, because if you want to go out there with no mask and party it up and all that shit, you need to die. You understand? Don't come off what's that thing called, the incubator tube and whatnot and recover. No, just die.
Oh,
you understand? That's it.
David, David, you realize
he's got money.
You asked R not to go Nova Flame like the year You went beyond Nova.
You went beyond that.
No, but I'm serious.
Supernova Flame.
No, I'm serious. As dangerous and serious as this COVID is.
And
you understand what I'm saying? And it's very. Don't tell me it's fake, because I'll kill you. It's ridiculous. Damn. You understand? But as serious and dangerous as this thing is, for you to go out there and do something irresponsible for that, you might as well take a gun and put it to your head and blow your brains out. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Same thing.
Well, yeah.
Same thing.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. I'm not going to repeat it, but I understand what you're saying.
I can neither deny nor confirm.
Right.
He needs to die. Understand? Just kill yourself. Hey, what you're doing.
It's absolutely irresponsible, and I don't care what point you're trying to make. This is not something to, play with. And anybody that I see taking pictures out, partying with no mask on in this climate, when people are legitimately dying every day, that I don't have any respect for. And that's what I mean, that I'm tired of all of this, stuff, because whatever happened in Houston that he wants to get away from and all of that stuff, this is taking it to an extreme that makes me question you as a person beyond basketball.
Correct.
Exactly. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I think that a lot of people feel because they have the money and the resources that they can just do whatever they want, and God forbid they do get ill, that they can be taken care of.
Well, he ain't going to Walter Reed Hospital, that's for sure.
No, exactly. Well, we talking about a guy that's like a tricky. You know what I'm saying?
He's a savant at that.
He's a savant.
Yeah.
He's a trick savant. You know what I'm saying? He's a savant. That's what he is.
Yo.
Up there playing around with a girl named Starlisha or whatever that shit is, like $150,000. He's a trick. So
listen,
and stay in Brooklyn too.
Wait. We talked about this years ago.
Yeah.
When you got stripper poles in your house and cash machines in your house,
what?
You a super trick.
Yeah, you're a super trick.
Come on.
He's like one of those. He's like one of those characters. Remember that? I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys ever seen this TV show on HBO. It was a series. I think with the Rock Players.
Ballers.
Not players.
No, that's a great show. I love that show.
But wasn't there a character that was kind of like similar to that, where he was a bit extravagant?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. This is what he reminds me of. Exactly. Look at this. I love this. Harden buying little baby a Prada bag at 100,000 cash. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and also a bag filled with honey buns.
What?
Wait,
who does this? Yeah,
is this real?
Tricks.
That's real.
It could be. Well, I wouldn't doubt it. That's for sure.
This must have been on. This must have been on Black Twitter. I didn't see this one.
I'm just saying though, this guy, he's a clown. He's a clown. That's just what it is, man. You know?
Yeah.
Wait, so he really did that shit? He was out of bag?
Yo.
Oh yeah. He do a lot of trick things.
And $100,000 cash for a dude?
For what?
For a dude.
For a dude. For a dude that goes by the name of Lil Baby. So
you already know. They got that little Wayne and what's your boy's name again, Matt? Little Wayne
and Baby.
Yeah, they got that little.
Listen, when you're a grown man and your name is Baby, whether it be Baby, whether it be Little Baby, the Baby, I'm looking at you with the side eye.
Exactly.
I definitely am.
What's that Keith Sweat song? Something just ain't
right.
Just ain't right.
Yeah, nah.
Even with Lil, with it. If you're over 30, you calling yourself Lil anything.
Hell, that's right.
Yo, I can't, man. I can't. These motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But
when your name is Little and your name is Baby, that's not
exactly.
Little Baby.
A different time now.
The Baby.
Yeah.
What happened to being named Big Daddy Kane or Grandmaster something?
Yeah. You remember?
Those days we've officially entered.
When they had strong names.
Yeah. But knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everything.
That's right.
Well, you got to realize,
Grand Poobah.
Years ago.
Unlimited rhyme.
This is nothing recent. I'd say recent years. We have officially entered, the bitch assness, segment of life. You know what I'm saying? Where that's
big sneakers.
That's all we see. That's what we see. All it is a bunch of bitch assness right now. We in that era.
Lil Wayne, didn't he want to call himself Little Weezy?
Yeah.
What's that about? Why are you wheezing, homie?
The only Weezy I knew was on the Jefferson.
Right. Maybe he was paying tribute.
Yeah.
He's wheezing because he's getting stuck. He's getting stuck by his father.
Oh, that's another thing. How you gonna call a grown man daddy?
Okay, that's.
Oh man,
I'm just saying
problematic.
See, we now we segueing into.
I'm getting out of here.
This is the special Wednesday night edition of In the Paint.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
In the Paint after hours.
In the paint walks the tracks in New York.
You're the host role right there.
Exactly. We somewhere around Hunter's Point now.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
I was just pointing out why he's reason. That's all.
Listen, I am a good.
Have you seen my inhaler?
Listen. I'm a.
Is that an inhaler in your pocket, or are you just happy to see?
He's happy to see. He's very happy. He's like, ooh. Let me stop. Let's stop. Let me chill out.
Yeah.
Look at Mac. Mac had to go.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, but I think that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. You guys cracked me up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure.
Well, nothing like ending on a high note.
Yeah. Always remember, always leave them wanting more.
Yeah, that's right.
I gotta find out how to.
That's right.
Dude, secure the Gucci bag. How you do that? From another dude.
I don't do that. Yeah, that one got me.
You don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't even want to entertain that thought in my mind, to be perfectly honest. I don't even want to entertain that. I don't want to have nightmares or whatnot.
Well, you all know what a beard is, right? Yeah. So.
He went there.
Let him sign off.
Let me break down, guys. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank, before I break out, I want to thank my brothers Ish, also Hannibal, also Ronan Black, everybody else whose name I didn't catch. I want to thank you for the support.
Right.
And we'll be here.
Bishop was on my page on Facebook.
Okay.
Shout out,
okay. Shout out,
all right,
brother.
You know what I'm saying? Mac, you got a lot of people that shout you out, man. I don't have anybody. That's because I'm not popular like you.
That's because I'm a man of the people.
Yeah, people trying to distance themselves from you.
You, on the other hand, are evil, angry black guys.
Okay, it's okay because I don't like them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
There you go.
Wait.
I don't like people anyway. Okay.
Yeah, so.
Wait, were you hugged as a baby?
No, I wasn't. You know, I'm like I said, I'm like antisocial.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna send you a hug.
No, don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You feel better now?
And some honey buns.
No. He want a part of that.
See, if I send him honey buns, it turns into a transaction.
And on that note, we are out of here on that note. So a great show. Thank you guys.
Listen,
shout out to Spectrum for holding Mac's Wi-Fi together.
Anyway, thank y'all for joining us, people on my page. Thank you. Those that are listening on YouTube and watching on YouTube, thank you. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. It's in the Paint Media group.
Matter of fact, I'm not gonna beg for that, but thanks anyway. All right.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.